Hey everybody. So I just wanted to leave you guys with this quick video this morning. So yesterday on my community tab, some of you guys may have noticed, I posted a book that I had read called Noah's Curse, The Biblical Justification for Slavery. Okay. I've read plenty of books, but that was one that I read because I wanted to give some historical context. There was a few people on the comments that there was one person that listed a ton of books that I am going to now look into and start reading as well, because I'm an avid reader. I love to read. It's my background. I got my master's. I was working on my PhD, all of that. So I do a lot of reading. I do a lot of research. That's what I do. So I knew that I was going to get the usual comments, especially when you're talking about religion, because religion is a very touchy, sticky subject for a lot of people. All right. And so I got some of the comments, oh, you shouldn't be saying that and blah, 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 blah. I wake up to an email this morning from a woman telling me that I was going to hell. I'm going to hell. I shouldn't be spreading that kind of nonsense. There is a heaven and there is a hell. And if I don't repent, I'm going to it. I'm going to find out what hell is. And I'm going to say this to her as well as anybody else who feels the need to tell me where I'm going. First things first. A lot of people think they're living in hell right now. So I'm inclined to not necessarily believe that there's a hell, and that is my choice to do so. I have a friend from high school who every Friday, she hates Fridays. You know why she hates Fridays? Because 2 years ago, on a Friday evening, her son was shot to death. Several bullets in his back. She is living in hell. She feels like every Friday is hell. She barely makes it through the week. 2 years, every Friday. So that's her hell. I can't tell her how to feel. I can't tell her that isn't her hell. That is her hell. So who am I and who are you to tell me about hell? Have you ever been? Has anybody ever come back and told you it's real hot here? No, they have not. So don't tell me where I'm going or where you think I am going. And furthermore, I believe in God. I don't know how anybody misinterpreted that. I believe in God. I said I believed in God. But we live in a society now where people are more inclined to just listen to respond than to understand. I'm guilty of that as well. I've done it plenty of times. And so some people were just hell-bent on responding instead of understanding or attempting to understand. And I get it. That's what people do. But I find it interesting that somebody can tell me what I'm going to do, where I'm going to be, where I'm going to end up, as if God told you so. All right, I talk to God several times a day, and he ain't never told me I'm going to hell. And it's interesting to me that a lot of people that like to sit and judge you about where you going are doing some of the very things that their book, the Bible, tells them not to do. Why you not going to hell then? All right, ma'am, the one that told me that I'm going to hell, do you only read certain scriptures and certain passages to get you through? Or are you sitting at Pappadeaux's on Friday evenings or at Red Lobster and eating shellfish? Are you enjoying that lobster? Are you enjoying those scallops? Because in the Bible it says you shouldn't be eating that. Do you lie next to your husband when you're on your monthly? You shouldn't be doing that. And I can go on and on and on about Leviticus. See, I know the Bible too. I know what it says too. And it's interesting to me that it's always the ones who want to sit here and judge you, but they only judge you on the scriptures that they particularly like. See, that's just how the world works. They take the Bible and you pull out the parts that you like and you use it to condemn other people. But you won't take it. Do you take it literally or not? You only take the literal portions or take it literally for the things that you like out of it. But slavery's in the Bible. Why are you ignoring that? You do know that the Bible was used to enslave Africans way back when and to justify it. That's all I was saying. That's all I was saying. All right? But there's parts of the Bible that I take out of it and I live according to that too. For instance, I pray in private. I don't do all my praying out in public. When I do my good deeds or do things for other people, I don't shout them to the rooftop. I was taught that by my mother. My mother taught me that. Years ago, my mother, downtown Chicago, in the middle of February, took her coat off. In the middle of February, because she saw a homeless woman out there shivering, took her coat off and gave it to another woman. Now, me, I'm like, wait, why are you giving it? And furthermore, the homeless lady took the coat, looked at my mom, nodded, and went on about her business. And I'm like, Mom, she didn't even say thank you. And my mom says, I wasn't expecting her to. She didn't have to. I didn't do it for that. I didn't do it for the thanks. She was cold. My mom had several coats at home. She wasn't missing that coat. And you know, my mama never spoke of that again. Never spoke of that moment again. Went to her grave, never speaking of it again. And I've learned to live that way. When I do things for people, I don't make a big deal about it. I don't post it. That's just my way. That's how I interpret that particular passage in the Bible. That's how I interpret it. Not that doesn't mean that you have to interpret it the same way. Remember, the Bible has been translated so many times and it can be interpreted thousands of ways, which people do. That's all they do. All right? I question everything now. And it's okay to question stuff. But I don't mock people who go to church either. And I said that and I made it plainly clear. I don't mock people who go to church because I understand that maybe that's what they need to get them through this life. Maybe they have had a hard week, a long week, a terrible week. And the one thing that gives them a little hope to just keep going is to go and fellowship with other people. I never mock that. I never do, and I never will. But that's for them. As for me, I am evolving in how I think about the Bible, how I think about religion. And I don't subscribe to any particular religion anymore. And so for anybody to sit here and tell me that I'm going to hell because I don't repent or I don't do this or I do, well, you know, why do Christians think that they own religion? Why do the Christians think they got the answer for everything? If Christians are the only ones going to heaven and they got the answers for everything, then what's going to happen to Judaism, people who practice Judaism? Or the Muslims? Or the Buddhists? Or the atheists? What makes you... First of all, Jesus wasn't even a Christian. You do know that Jesus was Jewish, right? And the Jews only follow the first half of the Bible. They only follow the Old Testament. Are they going to hell because they don't believe and they don't read what you read? Do you just understand how asinine it sounds to judge people on how they choose to believe and to tell somebody that they're going to hell because they don't believe what you believe? While you're sitting here judging me, you're probably doing some of the very things Leviticus warns you not to do. So before you come and jump on my email and tell me I'm going to hell, maybe you should really read a book. Okay? And understand that the Bible has been interpreted thousands of times differently. All right? Written by man, by the way. I know that's, I know I'm going to hurt some feelings right there. Because, again, people are assuming what Jesus said. And these were words written long after Jesus died. So, yeah, I mean, you know, sorry to bust your bubble and all. But, again, don't come for me. Don't come for me unless you're ready to have a real serious, robust debate about it. Because, as I've stated before, I love God. Just like Mary, I love God. I pray to God, but I don't subscribe to a particular religion. I am spiritual. I have a unique, special relationship that only me and God know about, and I talk to him daily. And I don't have to tell you that. I don't have to share that with you. I don't have to share with you what I say to him, but I don't feel that I'm going to hell because I don't believe this, or I don't do it like this. I don't do it your way. That's why a lot of people turn away from the church in the first place, because the judging, like you, the judgmental stuff that you put out there about how they should do. All right? If you want to live like that, live like that. But ma'am, please make sure that you are following the Bible literally. Look at Leviticus. You basically will just have to sit in the house and not do anything if you truly follow the Bible literally. All right? The Bible had incest and incestuous relationships in it. All right? I ain't going to even get in there. I ain't going to even go there. All right? The Bible was actually, if you look at the Bible, it was actually a scandalous time they was living in. But, you probably didn't even read that. You just going by the book or the word that you just want to go by. But girl, I'm done. I just wanted to put that out there. All right. You guys have a good Friday. Enjoy the rest of your day.